We're excited to announce that the next Tesla Gigafactory will be in Mexico near Monterrey. Now, I do want to emphasize we will continue to expand production at all of our existing factories.
Those existing factories include the Gigafactory in Austin, where they held the Investor Day yesterday. Tesla's annual deliveries, long term, they still believe that eventually they can get to delivering 20 million vehicles annually. Whether or not that's going to happen within the next 10 years, 15 years, hard to say. But Elon Musk was asked about the issue of affordability and demand and whether or not demand is falling off for Tesla vehicles. He says no way.
As of 2022, Tesla had 6 factories globally. But as many may already know, the company is planning to build another company in Mexico. Musk said sometime last year that Tesla plans to build more factories in order to reach its goal of producing 20 million cars by 2030. And this new factory may just be a significant move in that direction. But while many are excited about this new feat, some remain curious as to why Tesla chose to build this new factory in Monterrey, Mexico, instead of doubling its footprint in Austin instead. In this video, we're going to take a look at why some analysts believe that the real reason for Tesla's choice of this site for its new factory is actually something pretty crazy, and how it could benefit Tesla greatly from all this going on. You don't want to miss out on this video. Hey guys, welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced that the company is building its next Gigafactory in Mexico, where it will manufacture a next-generation vehicle. Before this, there had been previous reports that Tesla was planning its 6th Gigafactory in Mexico, when Musk had previously toured 3 Mexican states in December. Musk disclosed that the facility will be built in the Mexican state of Nuevo León, which shares a small border with Texas, where Tesla's Austin Gigafactory is located. The Tesla executive first teased the idea of a sub-$30,000 Tesla in 2020. At the time, he said the affordable price point would be achieved through a 50% reduction in cost for battery and cell manufacturing. The new factory will be manufacturing this next-generation vehicle, and the car is expected to be out this year if Tesla is on track with its original plans. So, why did Tesla choose Mexico as the site for its next Gigafactory? Let's find out. But before we do, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla. Tesla's planned factory in Monterrey is going to be one of Mexico's first factories entirely dedicated to the expensive and complex process of making electric cars. The country's long supply base for makers of gasoline and diesel-powered vehicles brings with it advantages including relatively cheap labor and free trade agreements with 50 countries. According to statistics from the US Trade Administration, in the years before the pandemic, Mexican plants were producing just under 4 million cars a year. However, the pandemic reduced supply of auto parts, particularly computer chips, and auto production worldwide. Mexico produced about 3.5 million cars last year, becoming the 7th largest country in terms of auto production. For Mexico, the deal with Tesla is a sign that companies see its government as welcoming to outside investment in the industry. Chief Latin America economist at Pantheon Macroeconomics, Andre Abadia, who announced the Monterrey factory, said he won environmental commitments from Tesla and Tesla CEO as a part of the agreement. According to the nationalist leader, if Tesla, the most important company in electric vehicles, is coming to Mexico, that gives a very good sign to the market. He added that it diminishes all of the somewhat negative news that's been going around in politics, populism, and nationalism, and it allows a potentially cheaper path for automakers trying to cut expenses. For Tesla, this could become something big, as Mexico's free trade deals may enable them to expand EV exports. The company is the 7th largest global passenger vehicle manufacturer, producing approximately 3 million vehicles annually, with 90% of them exported, mostly to the US. So, why Mexico? And why is Tesla choosing to build a new factory rather than expanding the existing one? You're about to find out. Tesla investor and YouTuber Dave Lee is one such analyst who is quite curious about the location for Tesla's new factory. The Tesla investor recently disclosed on his YouTube channel that Tesla's Mexico Gigafactory is for new markets like Latin America and Central South America. Monterrey is an industrial city close to the largest transportation and trade hub on the US-Mexico border. Its proximity to this border hub is what gives Tesla's plant easy access to the US market, ensuring reduced logistics costs. The new facility in Monterrey is expected to begin producing cars as soon as next year, and will also be strategically close to other recently created Tesla factories in Austin, Texas. Currently, there's only one, which will most likely supply batteries for cars manufactured in Monterrey. Another reason for the choice of location could be that Monterrey has both a small but highly educated workforce and a huge reserve of labor, both of which are necessary to staff the new Tesla factory. Tesla plans to lower its cost of production in order to make EV manufacturing cheaper, and this cannot be achieved through simple manipulation of supply and demand, but rather through transformations in the sphere of production that will help the automaker maintain high profit rates through decreasing production costs. And this is where Mexico becomes relevant. Opening a factory in Mexico will help Tesla achieve this goal with effective labor force, thereby expanding its market share while maintaining competitiveness. Therefore, we can understand Tesla's choice of Mexico as a desire to gain a competitive advantage over other automotive companies by reducing manufacturing costs. The car company faces intense competition from other firms that are now producing EVs at lower prices. Between 2021 and 2022, Tesla's share of the EV global market dropped from 17 to 12%, and from 72 to 65% in the US market. Therefore, this new factory appears to be a part of a strategic strategy to reduce the price of their vehicles by launching a more accessible line of EVs. Automotive manufacturing expert and Tesla fan Sandy Munro recently said that Tesla's plan to build another factory in Mexico will be key in the automaker's bid to provide the masses with a $25,000 car. According to him, the Mexican plant is a genius move, and some of his studies have found that in some places and some situations, Mexico is cheaper than China. He added that an assembly plant in Mexico, where workers are typically paid less than the US, makes the most sense for achieving a $25,000 Tesla, something that has been a long-term goal for Elon Musk. However, while this new company may be a big deal for Tesla, there are still a few things to consider. Tesla estimates that building the additional plant needed to reach 20 million vehicles will cost a total of $150 billion to $175 billion, including the $28 billion investment that is already made in its history. Likewise, most of the global automakers have already got assembly plants in Mexico. General Motors has 3, Ford has 2, including one that makes the Mustang Mach-E, the electric SUV, that's the competitor to Tesla. In addition, there's Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Volkswagen, Audi, Mazda, Mercedes, Kia, and BMW, all of which have plants in Mexico. Many car companies have increased their manufacturing presence in Mexico in the last 2 decades, in pursuit of lower labor costs, as well as benefits of free trade agreements in North America and lower shipping costs than overseas manufacturing operations. Some of the industry's most profitable vehicles are built in Mexico, including some General Motors pickup trucks and heavy-duty Ram pickups. So this could be a problem for Tesla, except of course, these cars are produced way cheaper than their competitors. If Tesla is able to sell these cars for lesser prices, then the competition shouldn't have much an effect on sales. Interestingly, Dave Lee disclosed in his video that Tesla's Mexico plant does not stop the car company from expanding its factory in Austin, as most investors fear. And the only reason why Tesla won't be manufacturing the Model 3 or Model Y EVs in this factory is because the market available for these cars is too small to require domestic production. According to Tesla's CFO, Zachary Kirkhorn, while Tesla's budget for this factory may seem huge, it's relatively small compared to the company's ambitions, and it's all part of Musk's and Tesla's plan to sell more than 20 million cars by the end of the decade. A target some of which have said is too lofty and hinges on major changes in battery tech. But there's no doubt that this is possible. Even Sandy Munro stated that he isn't ready to bet against Elon Musk just yet, because every time someone doubts Tesla's capacity, Musk shows up and proves him wrong, but at the end of the day, anyone battling against him is going to lose. So what are your thoughts? Let us know down below. And if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days, go ahead and click on this next video on your screen. See you there.